I just want to say Cassandra is here. Cassandra works here, and I'm going to tell you guys this right now. She's from Boston, and her accent was the most spectacular thing.
Awesome.
So she was telling. So we're out here at T-Line, right? It's in the Nations, and you get off at what?
You get off at the Whites Creek Pike.
Yeah, 155.
Yeah.
And you cruise on down. It's in the Nations. Depending on which way you're coming, you're going to turn right or left, and you go down, turn on what's it, Robertson, take that straight down, and turn right or left on Duluth, depending on which way, right on Duluth, and boom, there you are. You'll see us. But Cassandra's here is from Boston, and she was telling me that what All-Stars?
It was the All-Star game from Canada. So all of the Olympians.
All of our Olympians played here.
All right.
Really?
Yep.
So all of them, there was one Canadian, but she said they kicked him to the curb because he was stupid. So they all played here, and they won the fad left, she said, which was awesome. It's so awesome. I love it. I hope you don't mind, but I love it. I just wanted to yell, Gina, get over here.
You get her and Chris Hand together,
Oh,
man.
I know, because Chris starts to lose it, he says, when he gets around it. But so she says everybody you see on the Olympic team was out here curling. They had a big all-star event, which is awesome. So you can come out, you can curl, right? For $25 you get appetizers, you get a class to curl, and we'll talk more about it later. We're gonna have the guy that runs the place talk us through actually how you actually play the game. Because I asked Gina, how do you play the game? I mean, Cassandra, she's like, I don't know, I'm a hockey person. So, and they've got bowling and they've got amazing food. So it's like everything's going down here, and we're gonna be here till 7. So come on out. I'm gonna be here till 3 live on the air, along with Ken. Ken's going to be here as well, and Matt will be joining us. He's here already, Jackson.
Brother Jackson
Action
is here.
Jackson is here.
Jackson.
Are you playing later? Probably?
I'm going to try.
Yeah?
I kind of just want to push.
You just want to push Matt. We want to see if we can hurt Matt's other shoulder. So, Matt, if you're listening, that's Jackson saying that. That is not us.
Well, yesterday he said he was going to whoop him.
Yeah, he did.
Going to whoop him at curling.
Yeah, going to whoop him up. Ken,
Yes, sir.
one of your stories that you and I were talking about earlier, there's a bill out there so you can grow your own food?
Yes, there is a bill out there where you can grow your own food. I got to try to find that.
Wait. Why can't we grow our own food now?
Well, that's what's kind of confusing about it is, I mean, don't people have gardens? I mean, that's kind of growing your own food.
Is it like, oh, you've got too many carrots, we're going to fine you? I'm trying to figure out what.
Yeah, I got to try to find
this. This is government at its, craziest, right? Like where you can't have food or you can't do this, but then you might be able to grow weed in your house, kind of, sort of, but only it's just.
Well, you can't eat it.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous that we're in a position where we're going. We've got local schmokels having to go and fight for your right to grow corn. I don't even know what would grow good out here.
Let's see here. Tennessee bill to
I have
grow
no idea.
Your own
What would
food.
grow good in the HOAs? Yeah, but HOAs are just.
Well,
they're
yeah,
crazy.
the HOAs, they might have something.
Nuts. Dude, HOAs are nuts. They are. I never want to live anywhere there's an HOA that you have to pay for. Like I don't. Like where we rent right now, they have an HOA and we don't pay for it. Their HOA is insane. How expensive? It's like $800 a month.
Says right here, Tennessee right to grow your own food legislation. Lawmakers have introduced a constitutional amendment that would explicitly protect every Tennessean's right to grow, raise, harvest, and produce food on their own property. It is, let's see, it states that Tennesseans have, quote, a natural, inherent, and unalienable right to save and exchange seeds, acquire and consume food of their own choosing, and grow, raise, harvest, and produce food on their own land. So it gives you the right to plant a garden if you want to. The exceptions to this to prevent misuse, no trespassing. So you got to make sure it's your property you're growing the garden on. No interference with private property rights. And it that it does not override state regulation of controlled substances. So you're not going to be able to grow the Merida-hoochie.
Nope. There goes my cocaine. I was going to plant a bunch of, but you can't do that. Well, you can consume it. It's just so.
But you cannot have chickens, goats, and that sort of thing in your backyard, it says.
Well, yeah, but I can't grow
That's where
a
you
goat.
just ask forgiveness instead of permission.
I want a goat. I keep telling my wife, I want a goat.
I want one of those little goats.
Oh, yeah, one of the little pygmy goats?
Yes.
Those Nigerian pygmy goats? I want the ones that freak out and pass out.
Yes.
They're hilarious. I would just go around all day scaring them. That little fella just falls over all the time. That's all he does. It's all he does. So there you go. That is politics at its finest. The fact that we have to have a bill that says, hey, you can have a backyard garden. It's right, it's probably the stores that don't want you this, produce, big produce.
It might be.
That's just God. I was reading today, and it's in the Verve. What's it called? Verge of Verve, about those cable boxes that they're selling, and like you can go online on Facebook Marketplace and everything, and they're anywhere between $200 and $400, and one of those boxes and you get everything for free. And
Cable boxes.
It's like this little box. It's like a little cable box, and you get everything for free. And that it's weird. It's both legal and illegal, right? Because they're legal to sell, but they're probably illegal to have all of that stuff for free. But people are going and buying it because they're looking around, going, okay, so this is costing me $50. I just got an email from ESPN going, we're updating our ESPN subscriber agreement. Oh, are you now?
Wow.
There's an extra $1 a month, right? So all of this, and they're saying you're finding it, you go to like church fairs, you find it in, on Facebook, the moms groups, and you get everything. Not just, what happens is you go in, you make an account, and it connects you to every single thing as long as you got Wi-Fi, and it's all free after you buy the box.
Interesting.
Including all of the, like if you want to watch boxing, no pay-per-view, it's all free.
And there's no monthly charge?
Nothing. It's just that.
Oh, somebody's going to pass a law on that.
Well, yeah, but because the thing is, the law is in theory, it's like you're stealing cable, right? Remember that? Remember it was like, whatever your friend, how he went to jail for stealing cable.
That's a federal offense.
But because in the olden days, kids used to have to actually go in and try to like carve into somebody's cable to get it.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is totally different. But I could see why. And whose fault is it? It's all these companies that continue to charge over and over, and every month they nickel and dime. It's another 50 cents. It's another $1. It's another 50 cents. It's another $1. But it is, and I'm sure somebody's going to text and go, yeah, I got one of those.
Brother Bilal, you got to get one of those and let us know how it works.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
I was going to let you take care of that, Ken.
Okay, Jason's we had one of those when I was in college, and we watched a lot of adult stuff for free. Always with you. Always with you. The problem is, where is it coming? IPTV.
IPTV.
And so I'm sure there's several. I was looking at some of these boxes, too. They're $200 to $400, and people who got them, you're not supposed to have them, but they're legal to purchase. But who's going to go and hunt you down and say you're stealing cable? You're stealing Netflix. You're stealing.
Yeah. Well, and here's the question, too. Are you just getting the channels or are you getting the apps? Because a lot of times right now, the channels, they also have their own apps.
Yeah.
And sometimes they won't show what they have on the apps on the channel and vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. That drives me crazy, too.
It's their way of, making more money.
Yeah. It's called a V-Box.
How dare they?
So somebody said it's called a VC box, and it's awesome.
So this person has one.
Yeah. Try this. Oh, everybody's now sending it. I got mine. This guy's daily IPTV, $130, 6 months, 3 TVs, 16,000 channels.
16,000 channels.
Yeah. Basically, you have every channel in the world. Yeah, it's kind of like the Napster thing. The problem is, they didn't go after the people that were listening to the music. They went after Sean Fanning. That was his name, right?
I don't know.
Bell?
Yeah, it was Sean Fanning.
Way to go, Brother Bilal.
So they went after him for I don't. He was just facilitating people.
They
getting
did
music.
sue people that were downloading, though.
Yeah, but that was mostly just the dude from Metallica.
No. They actually had lawsuits in place, and they arrested some people and prosecuted them.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
So I think what you're doing. One guy said you need to hide behind. I think you probably need to get a VPN. And
Yes.
once you have a VPN in this, then it's virtually impossible. They can't find you.
Interesting.
A lot of people are excited. Somebody said, "I got one, Chad. They're awesome. Please stop talking about it." Oh, some people saying, "I would like to know where you get that. Just go online and you know what? They're not illegal to buy. It's illegal for all the other stuff. But if you've got a VPN, it doesn't matter because it's going to be virtually impossible to find you." So, open ports, though, that was one of the things that But everybody's stealing our data, anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your phone's stealing your data. So what if somebody, if now I would rather, if I'm going to have all my data stolen, I'd rather get $10,000 worth of free stuff with it.
It's kind of like those Facebook posts that people put out, mainly the elderly folks who put out, that they own the rights to everything they've ever put on Facebook, and it is illegal for you to use it, even though you have signed your rights away to Facebook to join it. And
They have
everything
no
on
idea.
Facebook is not yours.
Yeah. They have no idea.
OnlyFans models say the same thing on their pages.
Yeah. And how's that working out for them? It's not. Because if you find your favorite OnlyFans model, all you can do is type in their name in the old search bar, do it incognito, and then you could go see whatever you need to see. Welcome to the creepy world.
I think my mom and dad have fallen for that twice, man.
Yeah.
Cracked me up.
So who's going to hunt you down? Well,
The cable police.
yeah. Remember WKRP? It was the phone cops?
Yeah.
It's the phone cops, man. They got their own cops. So
Well,
that's
if it was like the music situation, the FBI is going to go after people if the administration gets enough pressure put on it.
Is it? Well, so now's your chance, guys. If you really want to do it, you can do it now because this FBI couldn't catch you at all.
They couldn't catch you if you're sitting in their offices.
No, they couldn't. Yeah. It's not very nice. Kash Patel's great at what he does. He's awful. I don't know who's worse. Who is worse? Is it? They're just bad. Just bad. Just both y'all bad. That's all I say. In fact, I produced a song. We'll play it in a little while today of the Dow at 50,000. Spectacular. It is so. It is so. That's your comeback. Like, yeah. Do you think she walked out? She's like, nailed it. What do you think, apples that are those? I think you are awful at this, and I think you need to go. I think you need to arrest you. And again, they went like, who was it? They were going after like all of those. They couldn't even get a grand jury to go after Mark Kelly and everybody.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
couldn't.
The Democrat former service members who I guess put out the video that said to the current service members, you don't have to follow illegal orders.
Yeah.
And the FBI went after them, and then a judge, several judges tossed it.
And in fact, one judge said today that it was malicious. Pete Hegseth going after Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was going to take Kelly's pension away, I believe.
Yes.
Or benefits, and the judge stopped that.
Yeah, because that was so ridiculous. Well, welcome to the world of ridiculousness. We're out here at T-Line. Come on out and hang out with us. They're doing some curling right now. We just found out from Cassandra earlier from Boston.
Man, they're doing some curling, some bowling.
Yeah, we got some bowlers going on over
some
here.
eating and drinking.
We need to do some eating here in a little bit. I'll tell you that right now. Several people have chimed in about your cucumber beer, and they like it.
Oh, yeah, it's outstanding.
Yeah, so there's cucumber beer that he had, and he's a big fan of it over there, Ken. But we're going to be here. It's $25. You get an appetizer. You get 30 minutes to learn how to curl. And this is where she was telling us they just had an all-star game here a few months ago where everybody who is in the Olympics curling participated in that, except for one Canadian guy who she says,
yeah, they didn't let the Canadian guy do it.
Get out of here. Oh, my God, that guy. So, the guy that confessed his love to his girlfriend that she cheated on?
Yes.
She's not happy, by the way, that all of the world knows who she is, especially in Norway, because you don't do that kind of stuff. The Scandinavians, they're
not an open book.
No, when I went over there to play for a few months, you say hi to them, it's you. What? Huh? Like, they'll talk to you when they're ready. And she is totally unhappy about this. He's not getting her back is what I'm saying.
I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw that, I thought, I bet you she doesn't appreciate that.
No, she is not happy. And now some other stuff's coming out a little bit about, too, that maybe it's not the first time that he's said, I love a girl, but I loved her as well. After I loved you. So there's that. So we got some Olympic fun stuff we'll talk about as well. And yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of the Epstein chaos from yesterday. I wanted to have a little bit of a respite before we did that. Have some fun stuff to talk about because we like doing that. Reach out to us across all of our social media. You can hit me up at Chad Benson Show. We're at T-Line. We're gonna be here till 3 live, and then Matt takes over until 7. And there's Jackson who says he is gonna crush Matt's soul.
Says he's gonna whoop him.
Whoop him up, push him over. Drop the people's elbow, whatever else he can think of when they're on the ice. So come on out and join us. T-Line, we're going to be here till 3 and then till 7 with Matt. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. That's right. The Olympics are going on. The U.S. hockey team, I think, is in action in a little while. Might even be here in the next half an hour. I was watching some of the games earlier. I was watching the Canadians play. They were beating up on like Slovakia or something. I don't even know.
So we can use our NHL players.
Yeah,
now,
everybody's
right?
got yeah.
Okay.
So Canada beat Finland 5-0. We that was women's yesterday. Today they beat Czechia 5-0. The men's, and the U.S. plays Latvia in about 45 minutes. So we've got. Both of them are all stacked with NHL players.
Latvia's former Soviet Union,
yeah,
right? Oh,
yeah.
shoot, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, they're actually they're pretty damn good. But I think we're going to, look, what everybody wants is what they usually get, which is, except for the last, Olympics or whatnot, the World Cup, is you want U.S. versus Canada. That's usually the last event of the Olympics. It's kind of like the big deal. So the other game is Germany-Denmark, and Switzerland beat France 4-0 today. Switzerland beat France.
No Luxembourg?
No, Luxembourg's they're not there. And I'm looking at U.S. Oh, we lost to Switzerland in men's preliminaries and curling 8-3.
Yeah.
Boo!
This is after we beat Italy.
Yes.
In Italy, they were the number 1 curling team in the world. We beat them, and then the Swiss beat us.
The Swiss. They probably had watches on that were very precise and probably had some sort of stuff.
Maybe we can buy Switzerland.
By the way, Switzerland is voting in the next couple days to cap their population at 10 million. No more.
Really?
That's it. We're closed.
So what happens if you have a kid and it goes over 10 million? You got to throw him out?
I think if you probably live there, that's probably it. They said the proponents of this are claiming that it's helped protect environment, natural resources, infrastructure, and the social safety net. Because I think a lot of this has to do with we don't want to import 500,000 to 1 million people who are going to take from the social safety net and provide nothing to the economy outside of putting their hand out.
Well, naturally, that's racist.
Yeah, totally. Well, yesterday, Sir Radcliffe, Sir Jim Radcliffe, who is the owner, the guy that's running basically the guy that's running everything for Manchester United, he came out and said the UK's been completely colonized. And, of course, everybody's freaking out about that. He goes, we've allowed so many people in there. It's been colonized. Everybody's bent back over. And people are freaking out about it. But it's hard to not look at certain areas and say, you guys have lost the plot.
Got too many people.
You've got too many people. And Bell, you and I were talking about this. In Sweden now, if an area – so, like what we have in Minneapolis, there's an area where it's all Somalis. The Swedes are going in and saying, nope, not happening. We're moving everybody to different places where you guys cannot all live in the same area. You're either going to get out into society and become something, but you're not going to just hole up in a neighborhood and make it little Mogadishu.
Yeah.
And they'll actually pay you $35,000 to leave.
Yeah. And the other thing they're doing is they're going in, and what they're designing is like these ghettos, they're calling them, and they're knocking everything down. They're just saying it's uninhabitable. We're knocking it all down, and we're moving you elsewhere. And they're breaking up that kind of thing because they want you to become part of their society or leave.
Right. but a productive member.
Yeah,
of
productive society. You have to integrate yourself into the society, and
bunch of racists,
bunch of Swedes. You guys know who you are.
Well, they're all blonde and blue-eyed. You know they just love Hitler.
Yeah, and ABBA. Hitler and ABBA. You don't want the, that's pretty much everything right there you need to know. All right, coming up, we will talk a little Epstein, a bunch of other stuff. There was a guy disqualified already before he even started at the Olympics. We'll tell you why. It's rather interesting. And a lot of you are hitting me up wanting to know what that TV thing was. I'm quietly telling you. I don't want to say it out loud because a lot of you are saying, don't tell anybody out loud. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7.
Chalk and pitch it. The Dow is over 50,000.
Dow is over 50,000.
50,000. The Dow is over 50,000.
50,000. Dow is over 50,000. Dow is over 50,000.
Got a green on the string, I'm a green loud too. Every truck going nut like the whole squad flew. We've been working all week, now the numbers came through. With the world getting reached in the night, me and you. The Dow is over 50,000. Say what?
50,000.
Spinning like just to cash it.
Oh, that is our new song from DJ Bondi. Oh, my Lord. She's just awful. I just want to let you guys know that. I've been telling you guys this for a long time. I had higher hopes for her. I think she has failed tremendously at this gig. Yesterday was an embarrassment. And it's like one of those things where you're there, or you're like, I'm watching this in real time, and she's talking about the Dow, and somebody's like, "What is this? What does it matter?" It was like Raskin or somebody. What do you mean? What does it matter? Great that the Dow's over 50,000. Hey, ladies, I'm sorry when you were children, you were violated by disgusting, vile old men. You're welcome for the 401k and the advance. Does that work? No. It's great that this had happened, that we're at 50,000. It's horrible what happened to them and the cover-up. And Thomas Massey's right, and more people are saying it. And I've been telling you guys this for a long time. Watergate took 2 years plus before everything came to a head. And I'm not saying this is about Trump or anything, but to think that once the information came out, it still took time. And that was an easier thing to decipher, right? Because it was easy. Broke in. It was the cover-up. Some of your people were involved, and you try to cover stuff up. This is different. Somebody just said Bondi stock market deflection was one of the most retarded things. Oh.
Well, it has nothing to do with what this hearing was trying to figure out. And I don't know, man. That kind of raised my eyebrows. I was like, what?
And Ted Lieu, who is a wackadoo at times, they're all kind of wackadoos, let's be real. They all play a part in whatever world they live in, 6 and 1/2 dozen the other, when you think about it. But as he said, yeah, you know what? Merrick Garland failed, right? So did, and he goes down, so did, Bill Barr, and so did, they start breaking things out of all the people who failed. Just because they failed or didn't try doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. And I remind everybody this, and I heard Chris talking to a guy earlier that, but this is about the midterms. Trust me, the midterms, I think for the most part, those things are probably sailed. People are frustrated. They're angry about a lot of things. The independents are gone. The numbers, don't look at the right or left, okay, because those people have already camped. They're not going anywhere. You need the independents. And the independents, they've already got on the boat, and they took off. They're frustrated. A lot of people out there were told, and you listen to Sean Ryan, I played that a bunch yesterday, we're told what? We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get the names out there. We're going to get these people handled. They lied about there not being any other co-conspirators. Hell, the famous picture of Prince Andrew laying on top of somebody, she's been trafficked. And you said there was nobody else that he trafficked to. Everybody knows there is. And when I hear people say, like Matt even said yesterday, Well, why aren't some of these women talking? You're 13, 14, 15 years old, right? You don't have anybody who really cares for you because that's who you focus on, right? You're not going after strong families' kids. You want to know why? Because strong families will come looking and asking questions that you don't want asked. You go after people that are fringe, foster care, kids whose parents, mom may work 3 jobs, dad's not around. You call auntie mom, right? That's who you go after. It's like gangs, right? Gangs don't go. Rarely do you find gang members like, I grew up in a really good household. 2 parents, it was strong, it was good. No. You find people that are vulnerable, and you take advantage of them. And that's what happened. And they're like, well, they don't know some of these people. The other day when Ro Kahana announced 6 people that they had found, I knew 2 of them. The other ones, I didn't. I didn't know who they were. Do you think these people are like, hey, here's my card. I'm part of the EU. So next time you're in the EU, why don't you come on over and give me a call? No. They treated them like they were mini prostitutes. But they knew who Ghislaine was. Why? Because she had a relationship. They knew who Epstein was because he was there all the time. Otherwise, it was a revolving door of scumbags. That's it. So she jacked the pooch yesterday in a major way. And even people I know who support Trump through and through. And see, here's the thing, and this is where a lot of the right are going wrong. This isn't about Trump. It's a right or wrong thing. Okay? It's a right or wrong thing. This isn't about Trump or politics. It's a right or wrong thing that was supposed to be this government being super transparent, doing everything they're supposed to do to find out who the baddies are because we don't want to be associated with that. That's what this was supposed to be. That's what we were told. We care about the kids. We care about the girls. We care about, don't look here. And Trump only cares it's not about you, dude. Stay over there. It's not about you. Fine.
That was over 50,000.
Which is just, which, by the way, if you go on and look at the memes, they're hilarious. Anytime somebody says something to you today you don't like, just look at them and go, Dow's over 50,000. That should get you out of jail, apparently. But we need answers. Well, you're not going to get, and I'm not saying you're going to get every answer you like. But you know what? Come on, stop blowing smoke. We recognize stuff went down, and it went down for a long time. And so we should handle it, right? Isn't that what we should be doing? We should be doing it right by handling it the real way, which is going after people that are scumbags.
Her saying that could be taken as a sign this administration knows they're in trouble on this.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
To deflect to the economy, which that was a big part of President Trump's campaign and the reason he was elected. But to bring that up in this setting and in this setting, knowing what has happened, I don't know, man.
No, and not only that, you had the women behind you, one of the most powerful.
The victims.
And remember, we got to stop thinking about them as women in the sense that they were children when this happened. They were kids. People. But they were asking questions. Do you trust this administration to do anything about this? And nobody raised their hands. In fact, one of the things that's amazing is how many of these women that were there have been contacted by the Department of Justice and interviewed? None. Including some that years ago contacted both the FBI and the Department of Justice about this, and nobody got back to them. So, yeah, it's, and if you hear stories about, and women, I'm sure women can attest to this, that women will go and tell, law enforcement stuff, and they don't believe them. Well, imagine being 14 and saying, hey, a bunch of the world's most powerful people just, and I think it was a guy on TV that did something to me on an island, and they're like, whatever. Like they're buying that. So, yeah, this is an issue. And, Trump came in because the stock market was motoring along. Trump put it on, hyperspeed, and that's great. And the economy, he hasn't hit all the goals he would like to.
50,000.
Thank you very much, H.E. Bondi.
It's never going away.
It's never going away. She's going to live with this one forever. But he also came in because he was going to rat out everybody as far as going in there and he was going to weed them all out. I'm going to fix this and it's a swamp and transparency. And then it feels like it's much ado about the same and trying to change the subject of a very serious subject with sex, assault victims by saying the Dow's over 50,000. That's what we should focus on. And then at the end of it saying, and we also want to make sure that people are safe and secure, except when you were 12. Yeah, that was a giant failure. You failed on that. And, that guy that called Chris earlier talking about it was a psyop and it was this, that, and the other, and it's about the midterms. The midterms are about a lot of things, but you had a lot of independents who were behind you because they saw you on Rogan, they saw you on Sean Ryan, they saw you on Flagrant with Schultz, and they saw you on all these things saying that we're going to do this. And it wasn't just one. It was J.D. Vance. It was Kash Patel. It was Danny Boncino. It was all of them saying we were going to get to the bottom of this. And once there maybe wasn't some answers that they wanted out there that made it uncomfortable, they said, we're moving on. We're moving on.
This is one of those issues, too. This is going to carry over into the next administration.
Yeah.
So regardless of what happens in the midterms, it's not going away.
Yeah.
It is not going away. If Republicans were to maintain control of both chambers of Congress in the midterms, this is still going to be an issue. And it will be for whoever is president again, too. And it doesn't matter the party.
No. And somebody just said, I doubt any of those women trust any administration about anything. I agree. They don't trust the police. They don't trust. Ro Khanna said that they were told explicitly that don't talk to the New York police because he's too deep in there and you're not going to get anywhere. Okay? I can see how that could happen. So, and you said this, and Thomas Massey brought this up yesterday.
The Dow is over 50,000.
That's not Thomas Massey. That's Mrs. Bondi. She's phenomenal at her job. He said, you know what? The next administration that comes in, the next AG, they can go after you, Pam, because you guys didn't comply with any of these things. They can come after you for lying. So the best thing to do is don't let it fester anymore. Get it out there. Get it out there right now, because if you don't, that little thing where you've covered up with a Band-Aid that now we know is there is going to start to get infected. It's going to start to fester, and then it's going to start to become even more poison. And like you said, it's going to follow you. And no matter how good you do, everybody's going to say, meh. You remember that thing? Do you remember that
But if they do
thing?
that, the stock market might drop.
Yeah. So, yeah, the stock market might. But, again, I've said this over and over again. If the whole thing has to go to hell in a handbasket because we've been covering up our government and others potentially running pedos so they could get dirt on people or whatever. That's what we get for that. That's not who our founding fathers think, would be a good idea. I don't think so. That's not why they built the whole liberty, the freedom, the things that we enjoy. I think we're better than that. So we'll see. I know, but I do think this is going to follow them. Yes, it is about the economy, stupid. There's no doubt about that. But it doesn't mean that this isn't going to hurt you on top of everything else. And the economy is, again, Trump was celebrating the jobs yesterday, as he should. 130,000, that's great. But then you go and look at the revisions, and the revisions from last year, we lost. There was 900,000 jobs that were overestimated that they had to revise down. So it's a sticky market out there for a lot of people. And it's great that we have the stock market going gangbusters, but I heard from a lot of you said this yesterday. That's great, it's at 50,000, but I can't get my 401k. I can't access my retirement right now. So, so
it's not helping the cost of everyday expenses like housing, food, and utilities.
Dude, when I went to get food for Belle, who didn't show up at my Super Bowl party for one with Belle, I was surprised how much it cost for chicken wings and stuff. I was blown away. I was like, $20 for chicken wings? $20? I'm like, Belle better show up, and he didn't. So
You'll eat them.
I did, though. Thank God for that. All right, coming up. We're out here at T-Line. We'd love to talk to you guys, have you guys come out and do some curling. We are going to try it. We're looking at this. So they just set it up. Check it out. They put like a sprinter's thing in the ice, Ken, that you push off with that little thing.
Oh, that's what that is.
Somebody just texted and said the economy's great, but what about humanity? Here. The politics of the economy is one thing, but the humanity of us needs to shine better through. And this is not helping. This is, again, not right, left. This is right, wrong. Well, if more fun stuff, though, I promise you that. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. I'm eating. We've got these amazing burgers.
Oh, Chad brought a big old thing of sliders and some French fries.
This is incredible. We're out here at T-Line in the nation. It's on Duluth, right? So you get off, where's it? Which parkway?
You get off at White's Creek.
White's Creek.
Then make a left on Robinson and then a right on Duluth. And we're right here.
Come on down. Place is getting busy. People are bowling. Somebody says, somebody bowling? They are bowling.
There's people bowling. There's people curling.
Yep.
There's
curling.
all kinds of things to do here.
So some of you were chiming in about the whole thing with Pam Bondi. Somebody's like, I don't care. I just want the illegals out of my country. I'm like, yeah, they can do two things at once. But remember, you promised.
This was a big campaign promise.
This was a big deal. This was something you were pushing for a long time. And you promised. So why should I believe what you're going to say if you're not going to do this? And somebody said, well, they're still investigating. They're not. Remember, what did they tell everybody? Nope, there's nothing to see here. He only trafficked to himself and to her, basically. They're the only two. There's nobody else. So that means the investigation's over, or you're a liar. Cash Patel, Dan Bongino. Or better yet, they didn't trust you with it, which is even what's worse, that you're a liar, or they told you, yeah, we can't give these idiots this stuff. No. So, yeah, that's not good. But come on down, man. This place is awesome. So they've got two curling
Looks like
arenas.
three.
They got three curling arenas, and they said they had the All-Star games here, which, again, we're going to find out in a little bit. We're going to talk to one of the guys who runs the place how curling actually works. But you can bowl. That's what you hear over there, which is just regular people curling. Or you can do the curling with like you see on the Olympics. And you get these little foot things. It's really cool to check out. But Ken and I were saying it's you got to get your body in positions that we're not capable of.
It's going to hurt. Mm-hmm. And I'm short enough standing upright. If I get into that position and I'm not able to get up,
yeah,
you're really not going to see me on the Super Talk TV today, Brother Bilal.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the other thing. Bell keeps going, hey, Ken, I can't see you. You need to get a booster chair.
Bell said I needed to get a phone book.
Yeah, phone book.
Something like that. I was like, oh, man. And he keeps pushing it down. So we're going to be here till 7. I'm here for the next hour. Matt will then come in and do his show. We got our buddies over at the Zone here. We got Jackson in the house as well. People are bowling, having a good time, food, festivities.
And there's lots of space. I mean, you can spread out here, man. That's what I really like about it, too, is you can spread out.
Yeah, spread out. So get on down. We're going to be here. It's in the Nations. It's on Duluth. Check it out. Again, $25. You can do 30 minutes of curling. They're going to teach you how this thing is done, and you can play it and look like the people on television, except for you look good doing it because we're watching it and we're seeing people. They don't look as you in your mind. You think I look good, but in reality, no. Trust me. So cruise on down. Come on down here. We're going to be here till 3, and then Matt takes over till 7. It is the Chad Benson Show. Super Talk 997.